It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. A rebound by Vazenkov. Intercepted. Fournier covering. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Pass to De Silva. Over to the left wing. Let's go with a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And stolen by Edwards. To the wing on the left. Good work there as it goes.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
And Allie, thanks. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Ooh, poked away. The three is up. On target from range. Edwards got 5 points.
I just love the ball move.
Fournier for three. Gets the three ball to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Vazenkov. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. From deep. Connects from downtown. He has 6.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Papanicolaou. Oh, my goodness!
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Tipped. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And here they come.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. Pass to Vizenkov. The 3. Drills it from deep.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Fournier for 3. The 3 ball. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's Edwards. No good on the shot. 41 seconds left to play in the first.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
And there's a pick to the paint. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Vizenkov. There's the triple. The shot misses. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Up 7. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The shot by Dorsey, no good. Now here's Booker, tightly guarded from the arc. Drops in the 3.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Evans. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Dorsey. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Booker. This one for 3. And it's Dorsey with the rebound. 3-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Dorsey's got 5 points now this quarter.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Back to Booker. They set the pick. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Over to the wing. Here's Peters. Can't hit from the elbow. Right wing, takes the three, sinks it from distance. 6 points for him.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Right side, Napier. Pass to Booker. Takes a three. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. Off the left rim and out.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Evans.
2 minutes.
Count it. Evans has got his second bucket on the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Napier. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Knocks down the triple.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Here's Evans. And the three off target. Outside Booker. The three. Offensive board. From downtown, that one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
There's 57 seconds left in the second. Knocks it down from distance. Booker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Booker's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Launches it from deep. No good there.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Pass to Evans. To the left side wing, and stolen by Napier. Inside, here's Booker. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Fires the three. Not going to go that time. Here's Evans. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Evans has got 8 here in this quarter.
Nice looking shot. I mean, especially from that deep.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Leading by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome. First up on
What a rookie class. Here we are, taking the award down to the wire. I don't know who's going to win it, but
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the visiting team. And that is going to do it for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And he's going for the oop here. Pass to De Silva, beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The shot by Fournier, no good. Fires it. Launches a three. And no good.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Guarded by Edwards. About a minute played here in the second half. Drives to the hoop. Drops in the layup for two. Edwards has got his third bucket of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Counted from distance. He's got 5.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Ball stolen. To the right side, from outside the arc, buries it from 3.
Give them credit for cashing in on the turnovers they caused.
Here's Papanikolaou. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Edwards outside. Puts up a deep 3, and they get it back. And the three-pointer goes.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his third triple.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
So maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
The 3 is up. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Vazinkov. Give him 8.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
No good on the 3. Here's Papanikolaou from downtown. The shot comes out.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game. He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Here's Vazinkov. Fires in the triple. Vazinkov's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Puts up a 3. That one doesn't drop. He's 4 for 10 from the field now. To the middle. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3 ball to go. 11 points in the game.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And stolen by Edwards. Inside.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
From deep three-point range. Out to the wing. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Vazinkov. In transition. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. On the wing, Fournier. He's got 6. Here's De Silva. Fires for 3. Pure from three-point range. De Silva's got 8 points in the quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on...
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And the NBA moving to a two-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, BA, a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up. Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for the away team, Evans. At the line for
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Here's the three. Evans, that's good.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
From deep three-point land, the long-distance three is buried.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Dorsey. They get it back. Here's Peters. A deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Peters has gotten himself on the board with a three there. Peters has gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Pass to Booker, takes a three. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
That shot off. Here's Dorsey. Knocks it down from distance. Dorsey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
From deep, hits the trifecta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
2 minutes.
To the paint. Oh, they pick off the pass. And here's the fast break. Here's Evans. Off the mark there with a three. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
First team foul.
First free throw is good.
For 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter here. On target from range. Evans has got 10 points here in the second half.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
No good from the wing.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game?
.46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point land. Unable to get that one. Here's Peters. Jacks up a three. That one no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Booker can't get it to go. Here's Peters. Here's Dorsey. Off target with the three. And so they get the victory here at home, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
Basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Satoransky, Parker out there with Medu, and it's Fall in its center. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Medu to the right side. There's a screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Edwards against Satoransky. And the basket by Edwards.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Lucic. His 3-pointers off the mark. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Out to the wing. Snatched away. Fast break. Here we go. Up the floor. Finishes the break with a slam.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game. Now, that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
There's the pick. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Here's Satoransky. Pass to Medu. Shoots it. Good. He hits the jump shot.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Three-pointer. That one, no good. Now here's Parker. It's deflected. It's stolen by Edwards. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. Edwards got 6.
Always eager to shoot the three, and on the fast break, he knows it's going to be there for him. Pass to Medu. Launches a three. Sinks the triple. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The offensive rebound. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Down low, Fall. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Parker. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. 1:29 left to play here in the first. Here's Edwards, and he drives in. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
There's a minute left in the first. Fires the three. It will not find the hoop. It's his third miss. He has made 2. Pass to Satoransky. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They need this. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3 ball. Edwards got 9 points. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. The 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Satoransky. Here's Fall. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 4 assists now tonight. Off target from three-point range. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Falls out there with Medu. Then there's Parker. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard. Yes, that goes in. He's got 10.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Takes a three. Hits it from three-point range.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Jacks up a three. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Shakes him. Back to Satoransky. From downtown, Booker pulls it in. Here's the break. Here's Napier. Finished off the break. Napier's got his first basket.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. He takes it in.
0. First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for him.
Laprovitola at the line for two.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Pass to Laprovitola. Hernan Gomez a screen. Clock at 6. Out left to the wing. Here's Aprinas. Buries the long-range jumper.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Booker pulls it in. And here's the fast break. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 6.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. Laprovitola, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Napier on the mark with the 15-footer. Napier's got 4 points in the quarter.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Launches it. Traps in the tray.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Here's Aprinas. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And stolen by Napier. Pass to Booker. To the middle. Stolen by Vesely. And stolen by Napier. Trying his luck from deep. Rebound by Vesely. Left side Anderson. A three-pointer is right on target.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Laprovitola passes to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Laprovitola. Just 5 on the clock. Hernan Gomez, no good. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Away team foul. That will be the line. First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. They set the pick. Fires for three. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. And Gomez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Home team foul. 0. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
7 seconds left now here in the second. Anderson drives to the hoop and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Taking 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. Here's Laprovitola. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Leading by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, maybe we should take a road trip, the 3 of us.
Yeah, if we're going on a road trip, I'm bringing my dogs. Nah.
And swinging back to that first half of action, it has been a close contest for the home team.
You look at their success so far, and it was...
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. For 3, Edwards. Doesn't go for him. They've got Fall. Medu is out there with Parker. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. Tries from 16. Second chance effort. And it's good on the way in. Medu's got 10 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Cans it from downtown.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Pass to De Silva. Now Edwards. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Satoransky. And botches the dunk. Satoransky's gone 1 of 4 so far. The 3 ball. There's the triple. They get it back. So the wing on the left. Here's De Silva. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. De Silva's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Drills the elbow jumper. 5 points in the game. A tight game here in Utah. There's a screen. For 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Now Satoransky. Misses the jumper. Stolen. Fall passes to Medu. Edwards defending. Lets it go from the wing. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Oh, that's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Pass to De Silva. Lucic, covered by Parker. All sorts of time. Basket good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Satoransky, the pass to Medu.
2 minutes remaining in the
Free throw line jump shot. Fires from the wing. He can't get it to go.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Pass to De Silva. And the three off target. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Parker finds Satoransky. Misses the three.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Lucic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 1:11 left here in the third quarter. Offensive rebound, right wing. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. Satoransky with it. Medu passes to Satoransky. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Parker. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 12.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense. You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Satoransky looking around. Shoots from the elbow, and he knocks down the jumper. Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
The tray. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. They lead by 8, and we're coming back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
We've got Hernan Gomez. He's out there with Anderson. And it's Vesely in at the 5 spot. Rebound by Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. Here he goes. Yep, that one goes.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Fires the 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The 3. They grab their own miss. Vesely kicks to Abrinas. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Laprovitola. Vesely passes to Anderson. Here's Abrinas. Shoots the 3. Kept alive. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's Laprovitola. Here's Anderson. Here's the teardrop. Misses the layup.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Driving to the basket. Basket counts.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's Abrinas. Connects from three-point range.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Giffey gets to the corner and buries it.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
There's Abrinas. A wide-open shot from Hernan Gomez. It's good from long range. Hernan Gomez has got 6 here in this quarter.
And Hernan Gomez looking pretty comfortable in that situation.
Fires the 3. Abrinas with a rebound. Out to the wing. Anderson dishes to Vesely. Pass to Abrinas to tie it up. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. A minute 50 left in the game. It's up a 3. Drills it from outside.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Laprovitola. Not enough on that one as it misses. Knocked away. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Provitola's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
Substitution on the court.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. Parker against Booker. There's the 3. To the left side wing. Pass to Parker. They set the pick. Launches it. That shot, no good.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Cuts off the pass. Napier covering. Fires from deep. No good on that one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the lock, and it's an 8-point game.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And it's off from 3-point range. And Metu gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
It's good from long range. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the
Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chemezi Metu, and it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Fournier covering from the arc. Offensive rebound out to the right wing. Second chance effort. And the bucket is good.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
Pass to Vezenkov. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
There's a screen. Here's Fall. Uses the glass on the layup.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to Vizenkov. Right side Fournier. And he buries his first look.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Satoransky. The steal.
Away team foul. Parker. First personal foul. First team foul.
From behind the arc. The shot by Vizenkov, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Satoransky passes to Parker. Off target from outside. Parker defending. Driving to the basket. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
No good on the wing three. On the wing, Fournier. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Parker. Pass to Metu. Nails it from 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Here's Vizenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Parker defending.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Satoransky.
Right now, they're losing ground. I mean, they might need to switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after that. Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually, he's money from deep.
Fires the 3. Here's Fall. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Vizenkov. 4-3. It's hauled in by Fall.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
There's a screen by Metu. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Oh, swiped away. Parker outside. The 3 ball. Knocks it loose. In transition, here they come. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
No problems knocking that one down. 5 points in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Vizenkov. There's a screen. Fournier for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Leading by just 2. And we'll... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Here's Evans. This one for 3. Shot clock at 6. Into the lane. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And so he makes both from the line.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Out left to the wing. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. There's the 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Pass to Dorsey. Beyond the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Anderson for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Anderson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
They get it back. Here's Vesely. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Peters. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Fires the 3. And it's Dorsey with the rebound.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Pass to Evans. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. It's good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Got a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. The visitors with the ball. Trailing by 8 to end the run. That one doesn't drop. Anderson covers. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Dorsey. And they're on the run. Releases. Anderson can't get it to go.
Away team foul. Anderson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And that one is hammered home.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Vesely. It's stolen. From deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Evans has got 6 here in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here he goes. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Anderson. It's Anderson on the wing. The three. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
26 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Peters. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried. Peters has got 7.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Down low. Here's Vesely. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Dorsey. It'll count. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so that's the end of the first half. Up by 8. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
You know what time it is.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from 3. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus.
Now let's take a moment. And that is going to do it.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. On the take. And Metu pulls it down. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's fall in at the 5 spot. Fournier covering. Takes the 3. The rebound by Vezenkov. Tipped away. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Give him 8. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. The home team on D. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Metu. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
That shot's good by Parker. Parker's gotten his first points in this one.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Vezenkov. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Vezenkov's got 6.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Satoransky passes to Metu. Parker outside. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-pointer. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Parker defending. Clock at 6. Here's Papanikolaou. Yep, that one goes. He's got 9.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. 10 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Oh, it's embarrassing to miss a dunk, but even more so when you're all by yourself.
That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
They set the pick. Here's Satoransky. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, here in the second half, strong offense. Foundation on really good ball movement and taking quality shots. Good, clean looks.
With the drive.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Lets it fly. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Vezinkov, and he jams it home with authority.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
Covered by Satoransky. Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Vezinkov. And it's all from three-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. All by himself.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
It's Metu, high post. The 3 is up. The shot, no good. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Up by 8. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Satoransky shot is off. Satoransky's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the 1.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Evans. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
There's the triple. The shot off that time. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth.
Home team foul. Dorsey. First personal foul. First team foul.
Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Dorsey. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for your home team, Dorsey.
It's both from the stripe. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. No good from outside. Here's Peters. To the left wing. Over to the left wing for 3. The shot by Dorsey, no good. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Peters. Stolen by Anderson. Fast break, here we go. Buries it from 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Let's go with a 3. It doesn't go for him.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to Anderson. Out to the right wing. This one for 3. The shot by Evans, no good. Here's the break. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Rebounded by Evans. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Peters. To the wing on the left. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to Dorsey. To the left side wing. Peters' shot is good.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Peters has gone 2 of 3 shooting from distance here. From downtown. They get it again. It's Anderson on the wing. He drops it from range.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Yeah, I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Anderson drives and finished off by Anderson.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
Here's Evans. Shot from the wing. Money.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes!
Yeah, they really need to double team him.
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
At the line for 1.
People were worried that this was... The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a good play.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And that's exactly what you need. Everybody, big and small, crashing the glass.
Dorsey. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Fires the three. That two. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Outside Fournier. Three-pointer. Drops in the three.
Evan Fournier.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A clean win and one where they...
everyone? Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Driving in, and that one is hammered home.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Vezenkov. Back to Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. Traps in the tray. Vezenkov's got 5 points so far.
Good way to start this game. If you want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Shot by Papanikolaou, no good. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Lucic. A three-pointer off the mark. Edwards defending. Here's Vezenkov. He's got 5. They swipe it to the wing right side. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. 5 points in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Inside. Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Fall. Driving inside.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Edwards defending. And the shot is good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
No good from outside. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Vezenkov. And it's blocked.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
The three doesn't go that time. Here's the three. They get the rebound. Outside Fournier. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 1:19 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Vezenkov. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Vezenkov's got 7 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, he's just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Here's Fall. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Edwards. Lays it up off the glass. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Here's Vezenkov. Fournier for three. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Up 2. And the second quarter will get. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Over to the wing. Three-pointer. It's intercepted. To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's Evans. From the arc. He can't get that one. Covered by Evans. Pass to Napier. No good on the triple. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Dorsey, that's good.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
No coverage that time. 5 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Booker. Giffey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Dorsey passes to Peters. Now Dorsey. There's the drive. The layup off target. On the wing, Booker. Uncovered. And it falls over the rim and in. Booker's got his first points in this one.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
For three. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Evans on the double team.
2 minutes remaining.
Giffey.
2 minutes.
Peters grabs the miss.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Dorsey's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Booker. And he can't bank that one in. Lets it go from deep. Booker pulls it in.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Giffey. Off target from outside. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Dorsey. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dorsey's got 6.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And stolen by Booker. And they're pushing it up. Giffey. The three-pointer, no good. It's a close game here in Chicago. Here's Evans. And Evans with a stuff.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. There's the screen to the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Pass to Dorsey. Jacks up a three. That one doesn't drop. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They're up by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
Finally, we're giving props to a big. Enough of these little dudes winning. I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no work. That is more than enough.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the 2 spot. Outside Edwards, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Papa Nicolau. Back to Fournier. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4 spot. De Silva, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Now Edwards. 5 points in the game. Pass to De Silva. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. 5 points in the game. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Vezenkov. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Edwards inside, makes it off the glass. Edwards got 7 points. Edwards gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. For 3, Fournier. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Free throw good, Edwards. From past the arc, carries it from 3-point range.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Fournier for three, and the three ball is good.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
He's guarded by Fournier. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Fall. Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And powered down the jam. And not even three-quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Left side, Fournier. With the drive. And that one is hammered home.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Vazenkov. And the layup falls. He's got 9.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Latrey, 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this way.
From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Da Silva with the rebound. Da Silva's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From deep. The shot, no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Papanikolaou. They get it back. Here's Vazenkov. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Substitution on the court.
They set the screen. And here's Edwards from the arc. Not going to go that time. Evans with it. For the 3. Off target from downtown. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Leading by just 1. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. There's the triple. That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. Drops in the breakaway layup. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of game.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Evans.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's the screen. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
A crossover, and Evans throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that puts so much pressure on the defense.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Peters, and stolen by Napier. Shoots a three, sinks the triple. Napier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
On Friday, then on Sunday.
At the line for your home team, Dorsey. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Dorsey. Both good from the line that time. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Back to Evans. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And he makes all 3. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Booker outside. There's a good screen. Shoots. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Well, he's a bit of a microwave. He can heat up instantly, and he's cooking tonight.
From deep, Evans couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Evans has gone 1 of 4 from distance. Launches a 3. Good on the triple.
Heavy incomings from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding him.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Drains the three-pointer.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
He's wasted no time on that one. 21 points in the game.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Lets it go with a 3. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
On the wing. A shot off that time.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
That's tipped, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. .56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And here's Evans. Here's Vezenkov. Shot to stop the run. That one's not going to go. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Fires from way outside. Fall with the rebound. Now Dorsey. visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They set the screen from the arc. It's hauled in by Fall. To the inside. And here's the fast break. And here's Edwards outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Metu. Pass to Fall. Deflected. Here's De Silva. Fires the three. Can't hit that one. And with New Year's fast approaching, let's see our power rankings for an idea of how everyone's year is looking. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at this visiting team, they've had a fairly inconsistent season so far, always hovering around the same spot in the rankings. Defensively, you have to stay connected to them on the perimeter.
Sends it home from three-point land.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
The three. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And the shot goes down. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Now Satoransky. They need this. Counted from distance.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Edwards. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And he lays it up and in. He's got 5.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Satoransky outside. Sinks it from distance. Satoransky's got 6.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Edwards, covered by Satoransky. From behind the arc. They set a pick. He shoots. It's hauled in by Fall.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Here's Parker. And Parker throws it down.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? To the paint. Metu has to Fall. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot's good by Metu.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Drains the triple. And here's Satoransky. He has 6. Crosses over. And it's good on the lay-in.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, I have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's De Silva. He buries it from 3.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Good on the bucket. He's got 7.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Puts up a deep 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
0. First personal foul. First team foul.
The 3 is up. That shot is off.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Takes a 3. Drills it from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Hernan Gomez. Not really his range, and it's off target. And this is where they've struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run.
From deep, he buries it from 3.
3 points.
He has 6.
Back-to-back 3s, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played, and the three-pointer goes.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the free throw, no good. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Inside, here's Vesely. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Offline from the top of the key.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Misses the jumper from the wing. Here's the pick. 4-3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. To the middle. Booker defending. 6 on the shot clock.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
Team foul.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
He's guarded by Napier. 6 to shoot.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Drops in the 3. He's got 5.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hernan Gomez on the wing. Will it go? Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Launches it. That shot, no good. There's 47 seconds left in the half. Off target with the open look. Knocks down the triple.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Takes the 3. The rebound by Napier.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Vesely. He's guarded by Napier. No one near him, and he gets the jumper to drop.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Nice open look, but it's no good. From deep three-point land. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. That'll do it for the first half. They lead by 11. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
You take a look at the visitors. They're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that. See?
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the visiting team.
You have certain players that live and die by the 3. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living.
And that'll do it for...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5, roaming the paint. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Edwards has got 13.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Unloads. Buries the jump shot. Parker defending. Over to the left wing. De Silva. Offline with a 3. De Silva's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Satoransky outside. Here's the 3. Nails it from 3. 11 points in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Metu, pass to Parker. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Metu. Clock at 6. The layup misses.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Up top, Edwards. Here's De Silva. No good on the 3. De Silva's gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. Here's Satoransky going inside, and he comes up with a bucket. Satoransky's got 13.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Puts up a 3. They get it back. Right wing. 3-pointer, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Edwards outside. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
For 3. Metu, pass to Parker. And another shot. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
The 3 ball. And Parker pulls it down. There's the steal. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Over to the wing from outside the arc. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3 hits the trifecta. 17 points in the game.
Hey, they are really looking to move the ball on the break. It's impressive.
There's the triple. Here's Fall. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And here's Edwards outside. And his first miss of the day, now 6 for 7. Counted from distance.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Edwards. 18 points for him. Down low. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Ball passes to Satoransky. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the pick. Three-pointer. The shot won't fall. Fires from deep. Edwards for 3. And that's not going to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 12. And coming up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the point. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got rebound number 7 tonight. Satoransky with it. Now Napier defending.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Metu's gone 3 of 5 from the field. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
It's stolen. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Napier with it. The fader. No luck on that one. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
It's deflected. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Napier. Outside Booker. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Hernan Gomez on the wing. Looking to end the run. He can't hit that time. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
And Booker pulls it down. And if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. That shot missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
It's tipped, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. looking to get back on track. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. An absolute bomb from three-point range. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
And we've got 1:18 left in the final quarter. Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires from way outside. Doesn't go for him. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papa Nicolau in at the small forward position. Now, here's Satoransky. He's guarded by Fournier. This one for three. Fournier pulls it down. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Outside Fournier. Pass to Vizenkov. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Satoransky gets the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Left side Fournier. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
The wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Satoransky. No good with the triple. It's Fournier on the wing. Gets it to go. That one good from Fall.
And that's how you lead a team. literally.
He's guarded by Fournier. Back to Satoransky. To the left wing. Drills the three-pointer.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Fall. Hernan Gomez covering, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Parker, a screen on Fournier. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Clearly a foul.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for two, Satoransky.
And he's good on the second. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Fall. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Personal foul, third team foul.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And there's the drive. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And that one drops. He's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Satoransky into the lane, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And he makes that one. Vezenkov's got 6.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this scene.
There's the pick. Here's Satoransky. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Inside, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Team foul.
Free throw good. Satoransky. Both shots good from the stripe. Takes it inside, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. That shot wide open.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Vezenkov. A three-pointer is right on target. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. They lead by 8, and we'll get things started in the second. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
They've got Fall, and it's Lapro Vidala in at the point guard.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
And here's Anderson from the arc. The shot, no good. Now Dorsey. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Abrinas. A three ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Pass to Peters. Evans, right side. Driving the lane, and the dunk by Evans.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Dorsey. No good on the three. Knocked loose. Pass to Evans. Here's Peters. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Laprovitola. Still without a basket. Off target with his three. Here's Peters. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Dorsey. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Laprovitola. Connects on the 17-footer.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Now here's Evans. Defense is right there. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Here's Laprovitola, covered by Evans. The shot's good from Laprovitola.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Evans, and Evans throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Abrinas offline with his 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Nailed from three-point land. Abrinas has got 6 here in this quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
To the middle. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Laprovitola, covered by Evans. Going inside. The shot's good from Laprovitola.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Evans with it. Now by Anderson. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Abrinas. 6 points for him. To the paint. And Fall gets it to go. Fall's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Out to the right wing. Dorsey, that's good.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Laprovitola, covered by Evans. Fall passes to Anderson. Hits it from three-point range. Anderson's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now here's Evans. He started close. Fires the 3. The shot will not fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Don't let a lack of focus steal one from you. overlooking lesser opponents, but that's when they come and they bite.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the visiting team.
Well,
and that concludes.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the point. Offline from the high post. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papanikolaou in at the 3 spot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Parker outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Satoransky covering, and he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
That one goes. Count it. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Outside Fournier. Satoransky covering.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Takes it inside, and that one is good. Satoransky's got 12 points in the game.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Outside Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. 9 points in the game so far. 5 to shoot. Launches from deep. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Parker, a screen on Fournier. Parker outside for the lead. Nice D from Fournier. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Fournier. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Satoransky looking around. Fall with the rebound.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Satoransky with it. He's got 12. Takes a 3. Hernan Gomez kicks to Satoransky. Here's Medu. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Medu's got his first points of the night. Here's Vezenkov. He's got 11. And that one, good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now, here's Satoransky. Tight defense on him. That one good for 2. Satoransky's got 4 this quarter. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Satoransky covering. They set the pick. Takes the three. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
18 feet out. Here's Medu. Here's Hernan Gomez. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Hernan Gomez has got 7 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. There's the drive. Parker kicks to Sederansky. Down low. Goes back up. Hernan Gomez, no good. Here's Papanikolaou. And he uses the glass on the layup. Papanikolaou's got his second basket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The shot's good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. They lead by 4. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Parker out there with Medu. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Sederansky in at the 1. Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Milutinov. Sederansky covering. Here's Dorsey, and he dunks it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Laprovitola. From outside the arc. Evans with some nice D. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Got that one up quick. Dorsey's got 6 in the quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Oh, my goodness, the slam!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Laprovitola, the wing jumper, off target.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Nice shot by Evans.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
From downtown, rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A 3 from Anderson. That one, no good. Now here's Evans. Not a lot of room. Out left to the wing, to the middle. Dorsey, that's good. Dorsey's got 8 points in the quarter.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's Abrinas. That three off the mark. Abrinas has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Dorsey. Connects from three-point range.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Here's Abrinas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Abrinas has gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Stolen away. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. Abrinas has gone 2 of 7 from the arc. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Dorsey dishes to Evans. Bangs home the trifecta.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Over to the left wing. Here's Dorsey. And the layup's good off the glass.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Count it. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Evans outside. He can't get that one to fall.
Oh, just everything right about that crossover. Just didn't have anything left there for the finish.
Here's Laprovitola. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep three. No good there. Now Dorsey. Launches it. Can't connect. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg and Ennis.